This is the turtle. Do you know this? Do you know the story about the turtle? Anybody know the story about the turtle? You have a turtle here. Anybody know the story about it though? Do you want to know the story about the turtle? Yeah? In the Anishnaabe way of thinking, thank you. The Anishnaabe belief system is that, or the Anishnaabe belief is that the earth rests on turtle's back. And this story here leads into this story here. And this story, I'm just starting to work on this story here, but some of the drawings that I've done so far for it. But this story talks about the destruction of the earth and then the recreation. Have you heard about the story of the flood, the Great Flood? Yep. Some of you have heard about the Great Flood. And which Great Flood story though have you heard of?
Serpent people.
Okay, there's that one, yeah. Any others? You guys heard of Noah's Ark? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So there's another flood story. Okay. For the Anishinaabe, what had happened was that humans forgot their instructions. So the continuation from the creation story, humans forgot their instructions. They were disrespectful and they were doing bad things to the earth. And the Creator was upset, and so what she did was she sent the spirit of the north wind to punish the humans. And this resulted in an ice age. Okay, and this ice age lasted for thousands of years. And finally the prayers of the people were answered, and Creator sent someone to help restore the earth to a state of balance. Giwedanong, the spirits of the north wind, they wouldn't give up. They said, no, this is our place. This is my place. I own this planet now. Okay? So Creator sent Nanabuju, right? Plucked him from the nose of the bear, sent him down to help restore the balance. And so what happened was that Nanabuju got together with a few other people, and they worked their way north to the lodge of the Giwedanong. And what they did when they got there was they tricked Giwedanong, and they gave up their power. And then after their power was gone, all the ice and snow began to melt, and it melted really quickly. And what happened was that all the snow melt, all the ice melt, caused a great flood. And this flood wiped out civilizations all over the world. So Nanabuju had built this raft, and he went around collecting animals that he had found, and he would rescue them, put them on this raft. And after floating around, they were all trying to figure out what to do. Like, what are we going to do? We're going to still live on this raft for the rest of our lives, or so all of these animals, strong swimming animals, including Nanabuju, would dive down, and they would try to capture a piece of the earth and bring it back up, and none of them could do it. Okay, so finally, after all the powerful swimmers tried, the muskrat, depending on the story, it's either the muskrat or the frog, and everybody laughed. Ha ha ha! I'm an awesome swimmer. What makes you think the muskrat's going to be able to do it, or what makes you think the frog is going to be able to do it? And Nanabuju got upset with the people that were teasing the muskrat. Well, you guys didn't make it. You guys are supposed to be that good. You couldn't do it. So why not let the muskrat try? So the muskrat dove down, grabbed the piece of the earth, managed to make it back up to the top, but he ended up drowning as a result. Okay, dying in the process. Okay, so. In this part of the story, Nanabuju has this power where he can breathe over things and give them life. So he brought the muskrat back to life, and as a symbol of or as an act to honor the muskrat, he put his hair in a braid. And if you look at the muskrat tail, it looks like it's been braided. Okay, so Nanabuju was honoring the muskrat by putting his hair in a braid. Okay, So Nanabujo took the earth in his hands and he breathed across it, okay, and nothing happened. It just sat there. Nothing happened to it. And then he thought about it for a little while, and then he asked for forgiveness. And he said, we'll never do this to you again. We'll never mistreat you. We'll always be respectful. We'll go back to our original instructions and we'll follow them. And then he breathed across that earth, that little ball of mud that he had in his hands, and it came back to life. And it started to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was getting heavy, and he said, oh, what am I going to do with this? So the turtle came up and volunteered and offered to carry the earth on its back. And so he placed the earth on the turtle's back, and then the turtle swam off the raft and into the water, and then sank below the waves. And then the water bubbled and boiled, and soon, the land appeared, and it kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until we have North America. Basically, the North American continent is referred to as Turtle Island, and this is where we are from. And if you look at this map, if you look at a real map, you'll see that the Great Lakes, Sault Ste. Marie, especially this spot, that's why it's so important. This spot is almost right in the center of Turtle Island. And that's why it's important that you're here. That's what this is about. This is the painted turtle, Misquadesi, the painted turtle. And the painted turtle has 13 sections on its back, and each of these sections represents one of the moons, one of the full moons. And the time between the full moon is 28 days. And if you look at a turtle, either find a turtle, don't bother it too much though, be careful, because it might be a snapping turtle, in which case it'll probably bite your finger off. But I suppose a safe way would be to look at a turtle shell on the internet or something, and you could count all the little pieces around the outer edge of the turtle shell, and there's 28 of them. So there's 28 pieces times 13, which works out to 364, and that's how the old Anishnaabe used to measure time. Okay, 364. We're just a day off in a solar year, right? But that's how they used to measure time.